So we will give this a shot via the video. If you have any problems along the way, please feel free to email me, ask any questions, and if we need to carve out a time to get together, I'll do my very, very best to try to get that as soon as humanly possible to get you set up with your handout folders and everything. But here on the video version, you will need two sites pulled up to create your handouts, hand-ins. The first one is Google Drive. So I am at drive.google.com. And I've kind of dove into last year's handouts. So I can do a couple things here that might make my life a little bit easier. I can take last year's handout folders. Let's say you want to make ones for 6th grade. So my 5th grade from last year, who are now my 6th graders, and I can simply just take these, I'm sorry, on the wrong one, my 6th grade handouts from last year, and I have those same things in there that they'll need again this year, let's say. I'm going to go ahead and highlight that folder, the STEM 6th grade handouts. Yours will probably be music 6th grade handouts. I'm going to go to add people here, and you'll notice that all the people from last year here are still listed as having access. If I just click their names, it should populate a list that looks like this, and I can go ahead and just go through and delete them by pressing the X's. And I can delete all the kids that way. And that way I can reuse this same folder by adding new collaborators or my new 6th graders onto this folder. So let's pretend that I have gone ahead and deleted all of those users and that there's nobody in here anymore. In this invite people, I can go ahead and copy paste all my email addresses for my 5th grader, my last year's 5th graders who are now 6th graders in here. So my current 6th graders can go in there, and then I can send that to them. And that will allow them to have the same files that I put there for use last year already there without me having to re-put them on Google Drive. The other thing I could do, instead of typing those kids in individually or pasting them in there from the spreadsheet, is remember last year we set up a contact group. So last year we would have called them 5th grade 2014-15. And those were my 5th graders last year, my new 6th graders. Now you'll have some changes because of move outs and move ins. But what I can do is actually edit this group by going to More, Rename Group, and I will call them 6th grade 2015-16. Doing okay. I'll come back over to Google Drive, and remember when I have that group named in contacts.google.com, I'll be able to type this name of the group out instead of typing each individual email address out. And it will add there are 127 members in this particular group. It will add all 127 of them at one time. So that looks like this. Okay, I can just type that name. There it comes up. And I can do a send, and that will send that to all the members within that group. So let's say you've had a student from that contact group move out and move to a different school district, or you had somebody that you need to add to that contact group. So let's say, like this student has, Andrea Skrivanich Schneider moved out. I can just check her off here, and I can go to More and delete contact, and she'll come out of that group. And if I want to do adding a student, I can just come here, and since I'm already in the group, press plus, and I'll do John Doe at peckwayvalley.net. Add, and John Doe will be, should be alphabetical. There he is, John Doe. He's now in my group. So I can easily edit that group so I don't have to remake the whole thing. So I think editing this group from 5th grade and doing a more renaming the group 6th grade and doing that with all your groups that you want to do, and doing the same thing here, just simply clicking the folder, sharing it, and then changing the collaborators that are in there instead of remaking your whole system. So I just click the kid's name there again, X them all out of there, re-added my new students in there. So that's how I would do that to make my handouts and my hand-ins folder. You'll have to do the same thing to your hand-ins folder. I hope that you found that helpful, and please ask any questions that you have. Thanks for watching.